Hello, and welcome to Popcorn and Plot Holes.
You 100% forgot the name of the podcast.
No, I would never do that.
Speak for thyself.
In grand tradition of 2025, we are limiting ourselves to 3 of 4 cast members at all times. As you've heard, Chris has returned, and therefore...
It's the tariffs.
The tariffs. The tariffs have hit the show, and we're down 1 cast member, Spencer.
The tariffs that shall not be named.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
We'll decide by Friday if we want to bring Spencer back or not. In the meantime, we did all watch the movie Kraven the Hunter, so you don't have to. But if you're listening to this and you already did, we're not sorry. You should just know better.
I'm sorry. I'm only sorry for Spencer, who did watch it and
doesn't get to
in vain. Yeah.
That's his
fault.
Catharsis.
No catharsis.
Chris is here.
Yes, sir.
Luciano is also here.
Technically,
figuratively, literally. We're going to dive into it. We're going to be positive, cokedly. Very positive.
Always
for the first question, always positive, and then we'll see where the magic takes us. What was your favorite part about Kraven, Luciano?
Oh boy, I have to dig deep for this one. Okay.
You know we're off to a good start when you hear that guttural release.
You hear the will to live exhale along with my breath. I really, really, really liked that scene where Kraven is going after the people who kidnapped his brother, and he's in the dark, and you only see his eyes, and then he appears when he's talking people.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was really cool, that scene. I actually played it a couple of times because it's just the eyes first.
Right.
The golden eyes like the lions, and then he appears. That was pretty cool. That was my favorite part of the movie. That should tell you something.
All right. Chris, you had 5 seconds to think about it. What's your answer?
I was just appreciating Luciano's answer. I honestly thought you took my answer, but then I remembered that was the same answer in different locations. So like yours was in the castle, like in the almost in like the mountainous area. Yeah. I like the scene when he was trying to save his brother after they abducted him from the condo, and in the chase through the city. I appreciated that.
That was a cool
liked
scene.
That.
He looked like an animal pounding on that car. Yeah,
he did.
It was actually pretty good.
All of it. It was visceral and like I believed that he loved his brother, and like he was absolutely furious within his sort of power set, and like good chasing. I really liked it.
He loved
it
his
was
brother.
Really
if it wasn't too much of an inconvenience.
He sold it for me. He sold it, and it was believable.
We're being positive, Matt. Let Chris be positive.
Yeah. Just my favorite scene
just
is...
no, Chris. No, yeah.
It's fine. My
yes,
favorite
but you're
scene
wrong.
is when Kraven pulls an Ezio or whatever Assassin's Creed it is, and does the eagle vision from a tall tower and leaps off into like the straw at the bottom, and then
all that was missing was the eagle sound. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly, yeah. They didn't even do that in the Assassin's Creed movie that I remember, so it's nice someone did it.
Michael Fassbender.
It was funny because he got the powers of a lion, and I was like, that looks a lot like an eagle vision. I don't know what's happening here.
It's fine. The lion ate an eagle very recently, and so he had a little bit of eagle blood in his bloodstream.
So,
and as we've seen, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Good gut health.
I'm just going to ask questions.
Good microbiome.
I'm not taking us... I'm not going to take us to a negative place specifically. I'm just going to ask questions. And the first question I do have about this movie, because I'm a little confused.
Hello, little confused. I'm Dad.
Thank you. Why does Sony keep trying to make villains into like heroes? Because it's not like I know in comics at times, because Kraven has like sort of a literal code of like hunting that sometimes it aligns him with Spider-Man and stuff. But like, he's also evil as fuck. And like, this Kraven is like crazy altruistically good.
Oh yeah, this Kraven is fucking Snow White.
He doesn't kill any animals. He only murders bad people. They have to be
Right.
they have to have done something naughty basically for him to kill them.
Yeah, he's Santa basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
He's Santa Claus. And
sexy Santa.
it's like I don't know if you can unpack the fact that this movie is bad from making him into a good character. I don't think those things are combined necessarily. But it's like
But it's a track record, right? Because
Yeah.
Venom.
yeah.
Yeah.
And at least the Venom movies are
The first one
not
is
terrible.
okay.
Yeah. Well,
I haven't seen the other two, but
Morbius also in the same vein and terrible.
well,
Morbin.
Morbius is
Morbin.
fucking dumpster
Morbin be
fire
Morbin.
in July.
But like,
You know.
why? Like, what is it? What's the like? I know that Sony only got Spider-Man and the accessories, the characters around
I
Spider-Man.
guess that's the answer.
Like they didn't
Batteries not included.
get
Yeah,
any heroes other than maybe Madam Web. I think Madam Web is more good than bad, but I don't know if she's like
Yeah,
pure.
she's like Watu, right? She's sort of like
Yeah.
a neutral character because she has, from what I know, she has all the thing with the web of life and death and
Yeah.
all that stuff, right? But hey, at the very least, I'm gonna say at least in this movie is R-rated, so at least we get actual killing and stuff from someone who's a hunter
Yeah.
versus Venom, who's supposed to be as violent, if not more violent.
Yeah, that's
So, but I don't. I think they're just trying to keep the Spider-Man IP because it's a cash cow.
but like don't they
and
do
because
that by making Spider-Man movies?
Yeah, but they don't. I don't think they want to mess with like now that Tom Holland is actually Spider-Man. If they don't have, Marvel to help them churn out an actually good movie,
Exactly.
they're not gonna do it. So they're like, oh fuck, how are we gonna do this so we don't lose by default? Oh yeah, I know. Let's pick Carnage and make a musical out of it. I don't know, like something like that.
With Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga.
Oh no.
You're right. That's the exact playbook. How stall for time
Yeah.
until we can set up another good Spider-Man movie, which will renew everyone's faith in us and come see it, because every time we release a Spider-Man movie, it's a banger.
But-
Until then, drip method, drip.
But you don't need to do that
They don't,
because like
and yet here they are.
they've lost money on all three of these movies, right? The Venoms must have been profitable. I don't know about the
They're
third one,
strong-
but they've made money. So fine, you make the Venoms, whatever.
Yeah,
But Men at Web was a clusterfuck.
Yes.
Morbius was double clusterfuck, and Kraven might have performed worse than those. But I don't want to bury the lead on our reviews. Maybe Kraven is a better movie than Morbius. Who the fuck knows? But in terms of the public, it's
Yeah. It's interesting because I think the public kind of liked it. The critics hated it. I think it was like 16% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the audience was 50 something percent or something like that. But I honestly I don't think it goes any deeper than we want to make sure that we have this IP forever and ever, and so we're gonna just do whatever. Like someone comes up with an idea that is marginally related to Spider-Man, we're gonna do a fucking movie. It doesn't matter how bad it is.
But I don't think they lose the IP if they don't. Like they make Spider-Man movies.
They have to make one every. They have to use it every 5 years at least, or something like that. I remember reading.
there's a time period, like there's like a weird count
Because it
countdown
reverts, right?
clock.
If they don't.
But like doesn't like each character or just
No, the whole IP Spider-Man.
Use
IP.
grab this spice from this grab this flavor from this spice rack and use it, and you will be allowed to keep
to keep
Spider-Man.
the rack. Yeah.
right? They
If you-
make
as long
but
as you
they
use
make
from
Spider-Man
one.
movies all the time. So I don't understand why they have to use the shit
not-
spices.
There's a shit they use we've established they use the shit spices to keep hope alive. One, two.
What
I
hope?
also remember that there's another, like, apart from like live action Spidey movies, there's also the widely successful animated Spider
Right.
movies, like Miles
So-
movies.
So I understand what you're asking, Matt.
No one
I
has
think they're-
explained why they keep doing this.
I think they're doing this because they want to do something similar to like a Logan movie or like a more mature, less goody two shoes thing with this with and still playing the superhero hype.
Yes, and they're trying to create a slice. They're trying to get a slice of the Deadpool pie. They're like,
Yeah,
ooh, anti-heroes.
What
can do it with
Anti-heroes,
these.
R-rated movies,
But
blah,
like-
blah, blah.
but like
Deadpool's successful, and they're just not capable, and they're trying,
Right, but
with failure every
Deadpool
time.
is a very strong character.
Yeah,
Well,
and they're
yeah.
using C, D, E,
F, G,
characters.
the whole fucking alphabet at this point.
like
Yeah.
D and below. Like they're trying to play the cards that they were dealt,
Like,
and
I-
you just can't win.
I said Carnage, and Carnage is
not
a higher
Marvel.
tiered villain than any of
They,
these
they
guys.
they used Carnage. Carnage was in the third Venom movie.
Oh, was he? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I
And
I bet it was amazing.
He was played by Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
No, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you, sir.
Wait,
It happened.
Woody Harrelson now?
Well, like a couple years ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
not
but
so
yeah.
much
Maybe last
Carnage
year.
as like a little bit of a mess.
I mean, Venom 3 came out in 2024. Yeah, so like now, you're right.
So like 60-year-old whatever Woody Harrelson is playing Carnage.
It happened. It
Oh,
happened.
Lord.
Wait, maybe it's the
But
second one.
it's okay. It was Carnage was number 2.
Carnage was
number
number
3
2.
is different.
That's right, yeah. So sorry. So like 3 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. That makes much difference. Anyway,
But that's the answer.
I think they're trying. I think you're right, Chris. I think they're trying.
It's like
they
Dale.
saw.
Here you go. Go ahead.
No, they saw movies like Logan and Deadpool that are more like for mature audiences, and they're like, "Oh, we want a slice of this pie."
The thing is, like, I'll grant you Deadpool, but there's no way they look at Logan and be like, "Oh, we want it," because Logan is such a different movie than what they're producing. Like, they're so fucking far away from Logan
True. It's more. It's
with
more
these
Deadpool.
garbage movies. Like,
Yeah,
Deadpool,
yeah.
I get, but all these movies are hot garbage. By the way, I looked them all up on Rotten Tomatoes. Kraven is the highest rated.
Highest rated.
Yeah,
I was looking
mean-
at it from high. Like, what was the box?
Yeah, I was gonna
trying
say
pull up
that's
the box
the
office.
highest rated. All the other ones are 1%, and Craven is 2. That's still you're right, but
Madam
no.
Web is 11% critics, 55% audience.
Fucking people are such idiots.
Morbius is 16% critics and 71%.
Morbius is ahead
yeah.
of
And
Madam Web.
Yeah, and then Kraven is 16% and 74%.
Oh yeah, that's
audience.
what I saw. What about Venom?
Which one?
First one.
Venom number 1. Let's see here.
That one is much more liked, I think.
2018,
Like, Tom Hardy notwithstanding.
30%, 80%.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and then Venom 2, just because we're in this vein. Oh, it's the best one. 58% critics.
Venom 2 is better than Venom 1?
84%. I guess I didn't watch it. 84%.
Well, now I'm going to have to
critic.
watch it.
And now we'll do Venom
guys.
3 just to cover our bases. And 40 and 80%. So comparably, the Venom is
The
box office
Venomverse
smash.
is doing well, is live and
it's
well. Yeah.
It's true. Kraven did not. Kraven is the worst performer box office wise. $60 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Well, but it's the newest movie, too.
Sure.
You think it's gonna go up a lot?
But
No. I was
don't
going to say,
think-
60,
no.
like $60 million, that's not even opening day, let alone
took
how
100
forever.
Domestic was 24 million,
Yeah.
Oh
and then
my God.
Madam Web
100 million.
opening week, 100 million worldwide.
Well, but that's because people were like, "Ooh, this is a cool like ensemble
They
cast
didn't
of."
say cool, sir. They did not say cool.
No, they thought when they went to watch it, they did.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
And
Dakota Johnson.
Are you
Ooh,
going to
Sidney
use
Sweeney.
the
Like,
same the same logic to say that's why Morbius got 167 million worldwide?
Yeah, because Jared Leto. People have short memories.
Not my money. It didn't get any of
Mine
my.
neither,
None
mine
of these
neither.
movies got my money.
None of
Yeah.
these movies make sense.
That's fair. I think that's a fair statement.
It's plausible Morbius didn't lose money, but I would guarantee
Because it's the first one of the shit trifecta,
yes.
right?
But
And
I would
the genre
assume
and the stuff, like, it was dialed in okay-ish. Like, it ticked enough it ticked enough boxes, and then kind of second win
What?
with the, like that.
Morbius?
It ticked a lot of. I'm not saying it's a great movie. I'm just saying it ticked a lot of boxes. I feel like they
No,
targeted.
Yeah,
It
why
did at
are you trying
first.
to justify Morbius's 167 million? Who cares? It's all peanuts. It's bullshit. They all sucked and failed.
And also
But it
like
made more
the
than it took to
movie,
make.
the movie became a fucking meme overnight.
I'm guessing.
Correct.
I'm guessing it made more than it took to make.
yeah,
I'm looking at the numbers.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people went to watch it because of the memes.
Correct, and that's money. Like who cares?
Yeah,
at that
100%.
point?
Yeah, they
It
don't
worked, like,
care
and-
why you watch
and-
it. Yeah,
Sony didn't care, but that's why they also kept going. Like, holy crap, 75 million to make this piece of hot mess, and then they got 162 million worldwide.
I bet you that they
75
broke-
million was the budget for this movie.
Yeah,
Well, that explains the CG. Holy
But
shit!
that doesn't cover advertising and everything else they probably had to spend as well. Anyways, the
It's-
point is, like,
it's lovely.
Venom, the first Venom, cost them $100 million to make. That was the budget. Tack on, maybe another 50 to 100 million for advertising. It grossed 856 million worldwide.
Again, because we didn't know better.
No, but like
What do you mean
Venom,
we didn't know better?
but Venom was
Good enough.
okay. Venom,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
decent.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
It was a good start.
That's the point. And the point I'm making is, why does Sony keep doing this? Because they've had one success with Venom. They took 3 more cracks, and like they're not even
You
close.
think they're gonna stop? They're not gonna stop.
Oh, they're gonna stop. You can't.
I don't think they're
you
gonna
can't lose money like this on films. It's way too expensive.
I don't know about that.
Talk to Sony. They've done a really good job losing money.
Yeah, but, like,
Yeah, they know exactly how to lose
But
money.
like they're if they're released 1 year after each other, that means they were all made relatively in the same time frame,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Movies don't get made in like a year's worth of time, right? So they had a big plan and it all fell on their face. I don't see how they're ever going to make anything but Venoms and Spider-Mans from here on out.
Because everyone's pretty much declaring, or like the writing's on the wall. Kraven, like, don't do any more after Kraven. But up until like everything from what was it? So from Morbius to Kraven, it was effectively like putting the pedal to the metal towards the cliff, seeing the signs the cliff is coming, and they're like, "We've come this far.
Yeah.
I'm not taking my foot off the gas. I paid for this gas, Thelma. We're going all the way."
They should have Warner
Louise.
Brothers didn't shelve Kraven and taken the tax write-offs.
Like they did the poor Batgirl movie.
So,
Yes.
okay. I'm gonna make a prediction here for Sony.
Bagels.
I don't think they're gonna stop before putting Black Cat in,
Why?
just to get the sweet teenage horny money.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna
He's
put
making a prediction. He's making a 2026.
but
sure or
prediction.
2027. They're not gonna stop, Matt. I know you
No, but
want
why Black
logic
Cat?
in this because she's hot and the teenagers will pay to go watch a movie.
and
with
then
a hot
they're gonna
girl.
try to pull off an espionage movie with Chameleon.
I don't believe either of those things are going to happen. First of all, we have the internet. It has porn. You don't need to go watch a movie with a hot girl anymore. It
That
doesn't matter.
never stopped anybody from anything.
It's not. They're not going to do it. It's not worth their time. Like, they've lost so much money doing this. It's pointless. Just stick to animated films.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, tell that to Warner Brothers and off the animated DC division.
Yeah,
Banger
the
animated,
man's
but
correct.
they couldn't pull off a live action to save their life.
That's what I'm saying. Sony should do animated stuff.
But Warner Brothers keeps
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
They keep going off the cliff. This
no,
time, this
That's-
vehicle will make the jump.
It's very different because
How's it
Warner
different?
Brothers has marketable characters they just can't use. They have Spider-Man, got Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, The Flash. Those are all
They have the frontliners of the
stable.
DC universe.
They have the
for
stable.
sure.
They've got the stable,
Right.
but
Yeah.
they can never make the jump. It's just as sad.
No, but I
Whether you
see
have
what Matt is saying.
What is he saying? What are you
Because
saying?
it's different when you
He's saying to
say
me.
I have the Superman IP and I have the Batman IP and this is sitting burning a hole in my pocket and I have to do something with it. Sony's like, I wonder what we should do with The Foreigner. I know, I'm gonna make a movie out. Like, it's not the same thing.
you at least have
You like bagels? I got a bagel for you. It's a day-old bagel.
2.
Yeah,
3.
It's a day old bagel I
Schmear.
found in a dumpster.
Lux. This is a day old. That's because no one knows what country I come from.
Yeah,
Now you're talking. But that's the thing, right? Like, at least I understand why Warner Brothers keeps trying because they have big IP that in theory, should net them. It's something people recognize. But like, who the fuck knows who Kraven the Hunter is?
Yeah,
like,
it has a history of making money, right?
Yes.
Batman
Yeah.
movies especially.
All day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All day.
Nobody
So-
has ever went like, you know what we need? We need a movie with a dude who wears a lion fur lined jacket with no shirt.
Yeah.
And a voodoo priestess who will make into a lawyer. Like I don't think
We'll take away all the voodoo priestess stuff because
yeah, because it's iffy and we don't know what if it's PC or not. Let's just make her a lawyer.
yeah,
You know,
an American lawyer,
An American lawyer in London.
Yeah.
you
just
know.
in case.
Why did it have to be in
While we
London?
have
I don't
it.
understand. Hold on. Let's pivot into
Yeah.
this actual movie.
Why not?
Like we're
Why not
20
talk about
minutes
this movie?
into this thing. Like
It's
why?
day old bagels all day.
Why did it
Sony's-
have to be
Go
in
ahead.
London? Why did it have to be in England? Why couldn't they all have been just in the US?
Because
Not even
Kraven's
London
from
wanted
Russia.
to be in this movie.
Okay.
London lore durned itself out of this movie.
Craven had to be in Eastern Russia.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
that's
which is where
stings.
London is? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, canonically that is accurate.
London, London, Serbia. That's where they're filming this.
Yeah,
But wouldn't it have been dope though? Like,
Or just be
No, I'll let you cook.
just be in
I
Eastern
got-
Europe the whole time.
so I mean,
geography is everything.
I guess the things I don't here's a couple things I don't understand.
What a sentence.
So you pay Russell Crowe to
Do a bad accent, yes.
do whatever he does, and I like him, and he's chewing up scenery, but he's also terrible in this movie, and so
And
he's got a
loving
Russian
it.
accent.
He's our modern day Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons.
I don't think you should say that about Jeremy Irons. He deserves
No,
better.
he's our modern day Jeremy Irons a la Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
was gonna say he
Sorry.
is modern day Jeremy Irons in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
2000.
fair. That's fair.
That's what I was trying to say.
Blood
I would-
rain from the skies.
The difference is Russell Crowe is doing all the
Not-
movies like this, not just one.
And not as good an actor as Jeremy
He's
Irons.
not.
either.
Anyways, that's fine. But so he has a bad accent. His kids speak perfect English because I guess they grew up in America.
And they
Fine.
switch back and forth.
Who
too.
knows? He also Craven knows a couple of languages apparently.
Yeah, and Russell Crowe forgets to do an accent sometimes.
He does, yeah. And then you have Calypso, who is an American and lives in England, and definitely couldn't have just been English or
Yeah,
lived
or
in
Haitian,
America,
which is what you're
or
supposed to
Haitian.
be. Yeah,
And then we have the Rhino, who is American.
no,
but-
he's
but
not.
Russian.
His name is Alexei Smirnov or whatever.
Sure.
Alexei Orlov or Great Goose.
Great.
It's
But-
one of those.
Fine, he's Russian.
But he
Yeah.
does the actor is Italian and he just
Yeah.
does the Italian accent
Right.
and he's awful. I'm not going to go into this right now, but the acting in this I'm going to talk about it later. But yeah,
When's
they're all
later?
Eastern European. They
When's
should-
later
they should-
to talk about the acting? When's later? We don't have time to go later. Just
All right, fine. I'll
spit
just
it out now.
No, I don't even know how to start. It's just horrendous. Like the guy that plays Alexei, awful. You just can't act. I'm supposed to be intimidated by that guy.
Sure.
He looks like he should be in the movie Office Space. Like, come on, it's awful.
Excuse
What?
me. Can I have my stapler?
Yeah, no, not even that guy. Because Norm is scary. He burns the building down. No, he's bad.
Sisevich.
But
Alexei
Dimitri,
Sisevich.
the guy that plays his Kraven's brother, is probably the worst actor I've ever seen in my life.
Fred Hetchinger.
Yeah, Fred Hetchinger.
I don't know, Red Finger, whatever his name is. Yes, he's just like who? What kind
What
of an
did it for
actor
you?
doesn't know how to lip sync? His whole job in this movie was to be able to make. I didn't know a chameleon was good at impersonating voices, but I guess this is where we are with this movie. And they make him a singer for whatever reason, and then he imitates voices. And the kid who plays him as a young chameleon is actually much better than the main actor, because he does the father's voice, right? He
Right.
does- And then I was like, oh, okay, that was decent. But then when the adult tries to do it, it's like he's having a conniption or something. And there's that scene where Rhino captured him and they're talking and Rhino's showing him his fucking Rhino
Camel-
juice
runner
backpack. Yeah, that he connects with the thing that looks like a fucking headphone connector. It does not look like a cat
His
or
aux,
it's
his
fine.
aux plug.
yes, his aux plug. and I was like, I remember when Rhino comes in, because he's sitting at the table, and Rhino comes in, and I was legit scared. I was like, what is going to happen here? This is going to be the worst scene ever shot in a movie theater, like shown in a movie theater. And it was horrendous, like no emotion, no inflection. There's a point where he hisses, the guy that plays Alexi. He goes, I'm like, is that a sound that rhinos
Sure, why not?
make?
Maybe they do. You don't know.
Maybe it seemed pretty method to me.
When was the
It
last
seemed
time
like he did his homework?
You hung out with a rhino.
What was his method? He was just have poor skin. Is that what?
No,
what the method
no,
acting was? You think he lived amongst rhinos for a while to learn the lingo?
Yep.
He was birthed by a rhino as well.
True story.
Method.
He has
Method.
the acting chops of a rhino. I will give you that.
A rhino doesn't hesitate. A rhino takes what he wants
Like-
in a bull in a china shop.
I'll tell you
like,
this.
what?
I was so jarring because like there was a bunch of like actual Russian actors in this, obviously, or Russian and Eastern Europeans, and they were talking to Russell Crowe, and Russell Crowe was answering in butchered English.
Mhm.
And then this guy comes to talk to him, and he goes, "So, Nikolai, I want to talk to you about a business venture." I'm like, what the Jerry Maguire fuck is going on in here? Because it sounded like
Help me help you.
horribly American, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, this is going to be a side character. Who gives a shit? And I didn't make the connection between the character name and Rhino, because I don't think I ever knew Rhino's like
I
real
don't
name.
remember Rhino's real name.
Because all of these fucking characters are D tier. That's why we don't know any of their names.
They're just punching bags for Peter Parker.
Exactly.
Spidey. And
Yeah.
the Rhino's a poor man's juggernaut, essentially.
But Rhino, I remember Rhino in the like 90s
Paul Giamatti?
Spider-Man cartoon.
Oh, sorry, different rhino.
Right, Rhino.
And he was a fun villain because he is like he has
intimidating,
that like juggernaut sort of unstoppable force, right?
Yep.
Except not really, because he always gets stopped. But he's super strong and all of that. But here they made it like into like he wanted to be stronger so they wouldn't make fun of him, something like that.
He was bullied on the playground.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
And so he went to what is it, Mark Stevenson, like that naturopath in New York, and he gave him some microbiome gut flora juice.
Some homeopathy strength pills. Yeah,
that's right.
But also, isn't that similar to the plot of like the lizard in the Amazing Spider-Man movie?
Yes,
kinda.
Yeah.
But at least in that, it sounds more plausible in that one because like he's experimenting with lizards because they are able to regrow limbs and he's missing his arm, right?
And he's also a scientist.
Yeah. So all the connections there kind of make some sense. It's just like, I mean, here's the thing. You can make changes to characters' origin stories if the movie's good. But when the movie's bad...
And if the changes make sense.
Sure. And his explanation is okay, but it's just everything else that goes on in the movie. It's just like it's also like you can change a couple things, it's fine. But when you start changing everything, you just start to confuse people, right? Like,
why is this character called this?
The Rhino doesn't have a mech suit, right? He's got a skin condition. Okay, I guess.
Skin condition.
I was resisting to say eczema.
It's got really bad case of eczema.
He has really bad psoriasis.
That's all he has.
Yeah.
And now this juice gives me impenetrable eczema, psoriasis.
It's just water. He's just staying hydrated.
He was never told if it's dry, keep it moist, and if it's moist, keep it dry. Like the basic dermatology.
Has no idea. And then we have Calypso, who is in the comic book is Haitian and into voodoo. And in this
and really fucking evil too.
Right, sure. And then in this movie, she's a friendly neighborhood lawyer from America living in London for reasons unknown. And
very trusting.
And I guess she's good at archery because they definitely say something about it right before she does it.
Oh, she says it. Oh, art like summer camp. That's
Yeah.
it. That's what
That's
we
it,
get.
right? And
Summer camp.
also she knows, even though she basically saw her grandmother once, has no idea about anything.
Right.
She's able to reproduce this potion whenever she needs to. So she's like, it stretches your belief, and gets stretched so far that the belief snaps, and you're just like,
Oh, yeah. It's
the
starting
fuck
to
is
shred.
this
Back at you.
It starts to
snaps
shred.
back at you.
And on top of it, and that's why I wonder, and we don't have to keep talking about it, but that's like on top of it, the bad acting. Because like Aaron Taylor Johnson is not the greatest actor in the world, but he sells it. Like I believe it.
Yeah.
He could be like that
I
character.
felt bad for him.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I've been feeling bad for him since he was Quicksilver. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Especially
You didn't see
after
that coming?
we got the other Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, poor Aaron Taylor Johnson.
You know,
Go back to playing Kick-Ass again. But,
ATJ
easier that
can't
way.
get a break.
yeah, but yeah, those all the other. I mean, Russell Crowe is a good actor, but like he was given nothing to work with, and no direction, decent direction at the very least.
Here's
But
what
then,
I will disagree with you in the sense that, like, I don't think Russell Crowe's problem in this movie is that he didn't get decent direction. I think Russell Crowe's
it's the
problem with this
script.
movie is that they let him be Russell Crowe.
yeah, they didn't give him directions because he was Russell Crowe. They're like, oh, why did he leave?
Do whatever you want, my guy.
Yeah.
Because like he is bad in the movie. And
To
like,
be fair, he's not very good as Zeus either.
no, he's not. He was not good. He just, but like you're casting, it's a stunt casting, right? And like I don't know if like the actor who played Calypso is good at acting. I have no idea. Her character was
Yeah,
stupid.
she
Her,
She's okay. She's
her
okay.
character was like one note and was pointless,
Yeah.
and they just had her around all the time. And okay, fine, I guess. But like that's the thing. All the characters are dumb and one note. And like, why is the Rhino is a gang leader in London? Because it just fits in your story, but like it doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
even if you took the Rhino from being the Rhino and you're just like, hey, this is rival gangster, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. Especially because, like, there's a scene, and we were talking about this in the pre-show, where the foreigner hands him the MI6 toxin gun,
Yes.
Yeah.
and he looks at it, and I was sure, as were the both of you from
Yeah.
what we talked, they was gonna just fucking
Cap the
murder,
foreigner.
Pop him.
right? And he goes, he does this little weird laugh, and then he's looking like the shot shows him looking at the camera, which is outside,
Yeah.
and he just hands the gun without
Back.
looking back.
Yeah.
And I was like, was that supposed to be badass? Because it just looks like he was a teenager. All that he's missing is like a trench coat and sunglasses, and maybe making some gang signs or whatever. Because it was horrible. Like,
Wanksta.
But he's portrayed as a gangster who's ruthless, like not 2 minutes, like maybe like 20 minutes before,
Yeah.
when all Chorney's guys are like, I can only have one partner, and he makes them all shoot each other and like
yeah.
fuck around, right? So it's just like, are you ruthless or not? Like,
Yeah.
And then
You
we
should be
see
consistent.
his fucking South London bruv manservant,
yeah, Bert.
Bert.
the butler or whatever he was.
This movie does not know what it wants to be, and it's of its own doing.
That's fine. You
Like
know,
it's not even tongue in
let's-
cheek. I
let's
can't
move-
feel bad for
let's
it.
move past it and let's ask some
Sure.
questions.
Okay.
Do it.
This is what everybody's here for, not us for
You know.
anything about how much we hated this movie. They're here for the questions.
art.
We don't know if we hate this movie. We haven't reviewed it
We
yet.
don't know. That's true. We haven't reviewed it, given it a score. But we do have questions, and the questions are where everyone gets to their catharsis for having to watch
This is
movie.
where we get to the crux of the matter.
This is the crux of the matter.
Of some matter, at least.
Where did my questions
Antimatter.
go? I wrote these questions. There are my questions. Let's be simple, really high level. What are Kraven's powers? Because he gets the blood of a lion mixed into his blood, and he drinks that potion, and they are ambiguous about the potion, but
So
not
he-
really. They foreshadow the shit out of it.
He gets mauled by the lion first.
Yeah.
And
And-
then Calypso gives him the like spirit
Potion.
juice, whatever that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Spirit juice.
And the
And
lion's
then-
blood drips in him.
Drips no, so that's his first power is to
Yeah.
be able to pull lion's blood exactly into his holes.
Right.
That's his first.
Sexy.
Yeah, because he clearly had fallen in love with Aslan. I'm gonna call him Aslan because
That's
that's
fine.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
When he was aiming the gun at him, and the lion gave him sort of like the sort of side
Wait,
eye.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
What's
And he was
happening?
like, and he was like,
Oh, no.
huh.
You wanna You want to wrestle?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we need to grapple. That's what he thought.
Yeah.
We need,
Oh,
we need
Aslan.
physical contact. We
Grapple
need,
me,
Oh.
daddy.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what he thought.
Yeah.
That's what he thought. Yeah.
safe word is Narnia, Aslan.
The safe word is the witch, the wardrobe, and the
and my balls.
yeah.
Lick my balls.
So
okay.
that's his first
Eye
power
contact.
is
Thank you.
pulling lion's blood into his body.
Bestiality.
Bestiality isn't a power, just so we're clear.
No,
In
yeah,
this movie, it seems to
it's
be.
it's just a preference. It's not a power.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
Furryism?
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
But he's not a furry because he doesn't
Well,
wear
he is
fur.
at the end.
He is
at
at
the
the end.
end.
That's fair. At the end.
Something awakened in
He
him.
did.
Yeah.
This is why he was so conflicted.
But that's not his power.
Because
That's
No,
just a
all-
caution.
That's just him finding his
He's-
sexuality.
his
Yeah.
truth. His truth.
Yes.
He's living his truth.
Other powers we see, he has the power
Strength.
of eagle vision
right.
Cool.
for Hawkeye.
It's either Eagle Vision or he's like part Thundercat.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. 'Cause
That's sort of omens.
what?
Yeah.
But what kind of bird lives in the
The Serengeti.
the Serengeti that makes the sound of a hawk when it looks at things? Because
A hawk? I don't think there are
That
hawks
sounds
in
like
Africa. Are there?
A turkey hawk?
I don't know. Sure.
Wouldn't
okay,
wouldn't
fine.
it go gobble, 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 gobble?
Yeah.
No, it goes hawk to
Imagine what this movie would be if every time he did the focus vision thing, you got.
It'd be better. It'd
That
be
would,
improved.
that would be, I would watch that movie.
So eagle vision, sucking blood.
Turkey vision.
Turkey vision. Sorry, thank you. Turkey vision, sucking blood vision. He's obviously very strong and fast.
Sucking blood vision.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what Matt said.
It's fine.
Sucking blood?
We're adding powers. Keep going.
He
Yes.
had like super strength, obviously,
strength.
super agility,
Right.
Super hearing.
super hearing,
Seems like
super smelling.
Yep.
super stalking. So he's definitely on the predator list.
Is he good at stalking?
Well, the scene in that
when-
castle when Luciano was talking,
Yeah.
I had
Well,
really appreciated that. Like, except for the moment when like the camera was looking down on the stairs and he just went, "Boop," and the guys in like,
Well, no, you mean when he's climbing like so close to them that they can
yeah.
probably feel his body heat, but they don't notice him because
right.
he's crouching. This is video game logic. You crouch,
is.
you're stealthed.
Yeah.
true.
How many
He
games have you
solid
played?
Snaked it.
It's
he solid
exact-
snaked it.
All that he needed
So-
was a box. Just needed to put a box.
Yes,
on top of
that's
himself.
his power. Card boxing.
Card boxing. There you go.
Okay.
That's another power.
Anything else?
He also has what is it? AAA blow dart marksmanship.
Yeah. Oh, he's also has alchemy apparently because he can make like a toxin from
Right.
the fucking berries
Botany.
that grow in the underbrush.
Everybody
of
has that
Eastern Russia.
power, bro.
Botany power.
No, he has Breaking Bad power, is what he
Yeah,
has.
but Foreigner knew how to make that shit.
No,
Yeah.
He well,
The
thing
Foreigner
for
knew
him-
exactly where it was from.
well, he knew what it was from, but not how to make it.
Oh, the Foreigner made the scary juice. He can make that shit too.
He didn't make the scary juice. He
The
stole
Foreigner?
it. Yeah, the MI6 thing is he stole
Oh,
see
that's
this
right. He
movie.
stole it.
I don't get to use that line often, so when it comes, I embrace
That's
it.
fine. Anyways,
line?
okay.
What line? What line are you don't get to use it often?
Oh, did you see this movie? I didn't yell it.
Oh, I see. Because Spencer's not here, so I
Spencer's not
assume
here.
everybody did.
Yeah, we all watched this movie.
He didn't see the movie, so he. couldn't-
Anyways, okay. So I think we listed all of Kraven's powers. Did we miss anything?
oh,
What's,
he's a bad
what's
brother.
with the climbing thing? Like
What? Oh,
What do you
it
mean?
feels like a little spidery. I have to say.
it's. I hear you, but
Yeah.
it's more monkey
Or-
gorilla. Like since he's got all that strength, it's easy to.
Yeah, but
to
he doesn't.
vault
He's not
and
really
stuff.
grabbing it.
He's not
Sometimes
sticking.
Isn't he?
He doesn't-
Okay.
No, he doesn't stick.
No, he's
Okay.
no. There were
handholds.
definitely
They're
there were
handholds.
definitely
Yeah.
ledges,
Okay,
and then when
okay.
he jumped off the top of the condo, like he was full on shattering glass, not
Yeah.
sticking.
Right.
But it's just
Okay.
like
Well-
like at different girders, like and then slow himself.
Right. So he's
And
just
then
like
slow
strong
himself.
and agile, not
And has
spidery.
bones that are made of adamantium, based on
Pretty
how
much.
far he fell.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Homelessness is another. Like
Yes.
he's adept at sleeping in the streets.
Technically, he's a squatter more than homelessness.
His no, that power he has that you're thinking of homelessness is his power is touching grass.
Mhm.
That's what he has.
Well, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've got enough of his powers. We need to move the journey forward.
Well, I forgot one. He has the
Hey, man,
ability to smell planes in the blizzard.
No.
I said it. Now you can take it away.
He fit it in.
No, that's
we
not
can
how this
proceed.
works. I'm gonna listen at home. You're gonna be very confused by this passage of time because you're not gonna understand what he said. I'm just gonna cut it out.
I don't want to. Matt doesn't want to edit anything, but this he'll
You say
edit
that
just out
all
of
the time,
spite.
Matt.
This one
and
time I will.
You never.
How do
edit
you know?
Shit.
No one listens to this. You don't listen to this. You have no
That is-
idea
You don't
about this
know.
stuff.
That
You
is-
don't know because you don't do it. You just like to wave that power.
What do you mean?
card in
I
our
don't
face.
know. I don't do it. I know I don't do
You
it.
don't do it because I also see the edit files from time to time.
Does this even get published at this point?
No. it
Oh
doesn't.
my god, we've been he's been placebo recording us.
See, that's I know you
Anyways.
don't listen. It's a test.
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh my god,
it's just an hour and a half of silence.
Of elevator
sounds
music.
of silence.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Now you may segue.
Thank you for your kindness. Why is Kraven such a bad hunter? He's like, I'm the world's best hunter. But he's
Yeah.
very bad at anything hunters do. Hunters shoot animals. He doesn't kill one animal. He protects animals.
Yeah.
He both finds people really easily and then has the
And-
hardest time in the world finding them.
finding people.
Yeah.
So his
That's the
kryptonite,
logic.
is ledgers, right? If you give him a name and an address, he can't find people.
It's too hard to find people.
So
It's true.
wait. Are you sure it's ledgers, or should I plus one that to clarify and hit you with illiteracy?
I was gonna say,
can't
yeah, he can't read. So he gets self-conscious, and that's why he can't find the people.
Okay.
I don't like to talk about it,
Yeah.
but
And he's
words
also
look like
he's also
gobbledygook.
bad as a hunter because I think you said it. It's because he loves animals, so he
Right.
doesn't want to hunt them. He wants to get on with them,
Right.
much
so we're
like
back
the
to
lion.
So we're back
Safe
to the
word
furries.
Narnia.
Safe word
Safe
Narnia.
word
Correct.
Narnia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since animals can't say it, that he can't engage, and
Yeah,
that he's very,
can deny consent.
you know,
Yeah.
he's very, very
He
respectful.
looks
but,
he looks at
when-
the animal and says, "Say no if you don't want this."
and
The
that's
animal
and
goes,
like permission.
Okay,
without
that's not
permission,
a no. Yeah,
you can't blish. So
that was
Yeah.
awful.
That was terrible.
listen,
Yeah.
and it's true.
I mean, listen, he finds Calypso based on a tarot card that had nothing on it.
correct.
And he finds her.
How Sway?
I mean, it took, 15 years for him to find her?
Yes. That's
this
not
is really bad.
That's not great in terms
Yeah, I was
of
going to say,
hunting.
I'm going to have to rescind the...
That just feels like if you just like he
Walk
just
the earth?
he was just walking around in cities and it's like, oh, that's Calypso over there.
I know why he's a bad hunter because he
I have a
receives.
scene in my mind. He just goes from city to city finding like black women. It's like, are you Calypso? Get away from me, you freak! One more. I think that's why it took so long.
15 years of they all look the same to me. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Great power.
Kraven power.
Okay. I think he's also a bad hunter because he received his apprenticeship from the sea captain. He's like, are you trying to run away? Yeah. Get on board.
Come on in, boy. Like even though that was in London, he still sounded like a
Correct.
like a southern pervert. That's what he did.
Yes. You know,
Yeah.
instead of what usually would happen when like the main character, the protagonist is going to
Run
earn
away?
their stripes and run away, earn their stripes, learn about themselves. They learn from either an array of mentors or a singular, so that they can come into their own with acquired respectable skills. We never get that validation. We don't have that evidence.
No, because he learns his hunting powers from getting lion's blood dripped in his wounds.
It's instinct.
So
my
he
guy.
got doped,
Yeah,
and that's how he got.
Yeah, exactly.
That is, but not well enough
He hunts on instinct.
Yeah.
for
but-
15 years.
But the problem is, lions aren't good at hunting in cities.
Lions are notoriously lazy.
Yeah.
The female lions are the ones that actually hunt.
All right. So he got male hunting.
There you go.
Male lion hunting prowess, which means
That's the problem.
That's it. Okay, I think that is the answer to the nutshell.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
a female
Got-
had got if he had got the female's
Yeah.
blood in him, he'd be
He'd
awesome.
be great. Yeah.
He got the
He'd be-
bargain
he'd be
herald
T'Challa, basically.
tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would be.
But because
Okay.
he got hit by like a male lion, all he knows how to do is eat and shit and sleep.
I mean, I think
And
that
grow a lot of hair.
that segues into my next question.
Okay.
Why is Kraven the RC Cola Black Panther?
I mean, why?
You're not wrong at all.
Are you asking in a meta way? It's like, why is Sony doing to us again, or is that more? Of
I don't describe my questions any further than the things I say. So
Okay.
you fill in the blank.
I see.
It's
Well,
not
he's
hard. It's just
first
painful.
of all, he's not a king. That alone makes him lesser.
Okay.
Black Panther's got the heart-shaped herb, and then Kraven's got the secret,
They both
performance-enhancing
have
drug.
narcotics that give them power.
Yeah, but
But
Kraven's is lazier.
and he also doesn't have vibranium.
True. He
Yeah.
has his accent, and that's pretty
He
hard.
does. He doesn't have an accent.
He turns it off and on
No, he doesn't have an accent at all.
at will.
I
bet you
I do feel like T'Challa had a little bit of an accent.
he did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about Kraven.
Yeah.
Like he turns his accent off
Kraven
and
doesn't
on
have any accent whatsoever when he speaks English.
Right. So
when he speaks English.
so I don't understand how those relate.
They don't.
Okay, great. Good job.
What do you think we're answering your question? What, are you
I'm
new
just
here?
checking.
Are
You
you
ask
new
a
here?
question and you get an
And
answer.
some answer, yeah. What
you
else?
get words.
He's also like Mr. Pibb Wolverine, if we're
I
honest.
thought you were gonna say Mr. Bean. It
Also.
felt like it was on the tip of your tongue.
no.
Sorry. Basically, now you're telling me is you don't want to answer my question. You're just going to create your own question.
No,
and answer?
I'm just doing yes and.
It's a
He's
it's,
an
it's a
RC
parallel.
Cola,
It sounds
Black Panther, and also Mr. Pibb Wolverine.
I didn't ask what is he discount of. I asked why he is discount.
we're telling you why by giving you what.
Under what brand name is his sold in Walmart is what you're asking.
That's what I wanted to know.
He
Okay.
leaves that Kraven, like this movie just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. You don't want it. You want the real thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point. You go in.
That is the whole point of the question analogy.
Shut up,
I don't know
shut
what's
up, we're
happening
talking.
right now.
We're talking here. Me and Chris, it's a dialogue. You're
It's
right.
a dyad dialogue.
It's a dyad
one.
dialogue, and I hate it.
No! You're right, Chris. That's why. Because you
yeah.
want T'Challa or you want Logan, and you're left with
Yeah.
Kraven. That's why he's the.
We're given this RC Mr. Pibb Kraven when lore Kraven, even the most recent Spidey 2 game Kraven was respectable. That Kraven killed everything.
Yeah, but I don't know if Kraven can ever be respectable.
No,
Again,
respectable in terms of
I must
character
reiterate.
that has wait. A character that has weight, that is menacing,
Ah, okay.
that feels like
I see. A proper
not
villain.
immortal, but has layers and is backed with the abilities given and executed in a story, whether it's like on paper or on screen, in a really believable way. This movie was only believable for me, that city chase scene, and it sounds like for you, with at least one example, the castle hunting scene.
So Matt, the
That's all
answer
we
to
were
your
kinda
question is he is the
want
RC
the real
Cole Black Panther because he's not the Kraven from the video game. That's why.
Or comics. You're welcome.
See, this is what you get when we actually answer your question. It's shit.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're giving him. No, we had him on the ropes. No, we had him.
No, he didn't. He doesn't
We
care.
did. You know.
He doesn't care.
Oh.
Why did the ship captain let Sergei on the ship?
Why? We've
Yeah.
already told you why.
It's another reason why is because of bad writing. This movie tries to leverage certain tropes.
Hey man, if I wanted a
poorly.
real answer, I would have asked you this question in the first
I'm not
section.
saying we're done. We're just getting warmed up.
Warm up
Did you look
faster.
at the previous? I'm not a microwave.
Oh,
You
how
can't
do you
just
like
turn
it?
me on.
How do you like it?
I'm happy.
I don't think you are.
Well,
Answer,
Luciano,
dance,
I'm
puppet.
tagging you
Answer
in.
my questions in funny ways, you puppets.
So he let him come in because he had
Turn the
money.
volume.
That's the first thing. But also because he was looking for a first mate. And he thought he could teach the young buck a thing
cabin
or
boy?
two or three, say for Narnia, and, teach him the ropes, show him the ropes, tie him in ropes, that kind of thing.
Oh, you did it. You brought it full circle. Maybe the captain, I think the captain also saw a bit of himself in, how do
Yes.
sea captains,
I see myself in this rich kid running away from home.
I too ran away from home and relied on the kindness of a seafaring captain to help ferry me to my future. That would be a seafaring captain ushering in wayward souls.
Say for
You wanted to
Mariana
help-
Strange.
Oh my god. Yes, that happened.
Yeah, of
I could
course.
see that.
Why didn't Calypso drink the potion the second time?
Ooh.
Yeah, because
Oh my
the
God,
first time,
that's
you're
such a
right.
good
Because the first
question.
time the grandma was like, "Ooh, you're gonna know when to use this,"
Right,
but it's
yeah.
just made more.
I'm not even
Yes.
going to ask how she made more. I don't care. I just want to know why she didn't take it at any point.
That would have been perfect. That would have made things so much more entertaining. Like it was an all right fight, but Calypso's just a lawyer in this movie.
Maybe
Which is
because
sad.
hear me out. Maybe
Yeah,
because
trying to work it out.
there's animal parts in it, and she's a vegan. Have you thought about that? So she's okay to make it, but she can't consume it.
Yeah, but okay, but all Kraven does is protect animals from being killed.
Yeah, that's why she lets him drink it. But
But
she
what if
wouldn't.
But what if she drank it and then also was able to protect animals?
But then she consumed animal powers. And if you've watched
Listen,
if you watch Scott Pilgrim, you
Yeah.
know that if you're a vegan and then you don't maintain your veganism, you lose your powers.
you get three
Everybody knows
strikes. You get 3 strikes before you lose your powers.
that. Do you? Was
Yeah.
that his third strike? Okay.
Yeah. The
And
cops
then you
listed
don't
the other
become-
2 strikes.
And then you don't become Superman.
Okay, hear me out though. But what if she got drunk and then did it? You know how when you're drinking, maybe she's just it's not like she's eating
I
a
think-
steak, but maybe she has cheese,
I think
cheese pizza.
I think if she didn't know, it
Yeah.
would be fine.
Yeah, there you go.
So, are you saying she should have roofied herself? And
I don't think you
then
have to.
drink?
I don't think you have to roofie yourself to take.
I mean,
take-
man, listen. You either go full or go home. You don't.
Why do you? But
Don't
why do you
give
have?
me these half measures.
But why do you, if you take roofies, then you're knocked out and you can't drink it? It doesn't seem
No,
like
but
a.
in between not taking and getting knocked out, you have a period where you don't remember what's happening when you're still awake. Then you can do it.
But then she's gonna
This
forget to
would've-
give herself the potion.
You have a point.
This should have taken place. She needed to get shot with the foreigner's gun somehow, and it should have played out inside the Kraven cave or some shit. Should have got shot,
Right.
And they need that going. I don't feel so good. And Kraven's like, what? I don't have anything for this, even though I'm a botany master. And she's like, I've got something, but I don't know.
He's a
don't
botany.
know.
He's a botany master, just like he's a hunter.
Yeah.
When it's
Correct.
convenient, he works. Yeah.
He studied at the DeVry the School of DeVry Botany Institute. And then she's like, there is one way, but I'm conflicted. He's like, you're dying. You're freaking out and hallucinating. You keep calling me Harkatua. And she's like, in my pouch, the vial. And then he would give it to her. like I don't think she could ever, being a vegan, I don't think she could ever choose to do it. The roles would have to be reversed.
So
she
let me
poured
just
it
see
on
if I
him,
understand
he would
this.
have to pour it onto her.
Let me just see if I understand this. So Matt asked, why didn't she drink it? And you answered, this is what could have happened for her to drink it.
This is closer than you guys got on the question about RC Cola, so I'm not that mad.
Yeah, are you taking the win and
I'll
moving
take the
on?
wins where I can get them. Yeah, I don't care.
All right.
You ask for Pop-Tarts, we give you day old bagels.
Yeah. You ask for pizza, we give you Pop-Tarts. That's what.
Yeah, we get. What are the other pizza ones?
Hot
Pizza
Pockets.
bagels?
Pockets?
Hot Pockets.
Pizza bagels
Pizza
is another
bagels.
one. Those are things too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I said it.
Thank you.
Okay, so Chris, why is Kraven the pizza bagel Wolverine?
Kraven is the pizza bagel of Wolverine based on these factors. Terrible and like lower tier. We've got like I don't know. We've got College Street, Little Italy tier deli ingredients.
Yes, let's keep
And
it
then-
very Toronto so everybody
Listen,
understands.
I'm basing it. I'm using what I know.
It's all silence,
then-
anyways. Luciano, don't worry about it.
That is fair.
Damn it! I push forward. I move forward anyway. And then with Kraven, you got all these synthetic. You look at the back of the pizza bagel boxing, like this is none of this. None of this says tomato.
Yeah.
There's no tomato in
tomato flavoring and cheese flavoring and bagel flavoring. That's what you get.
And aspartame. That like this is
That ties it all together.
Yeah.
that's what you're
So
supposed instead of
actually,
stevia.
that's fair because you want to take a nice bite of a pizza or like
Yeah.
a really
bagel.
nice bagel, and you get neither. You think you're getting both as a pizza bagel. You're getting neither. I think
and
that's
you're
why.
you're times two disappointed.
Yeah, you're disappointed twice. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Actually, that's an actual answer. I'm surprised we got there
Somehow
somehow.
we got there. You know what? It's not. That's enough. We're ending the show on this note. We got to take our wins and get out of here.
Oh shit.
Let's rank this movie on a tier of S to F. S is the top. F is the lowest. Who knows? Chris, try.
Yeah.
Try. Try.
Oh, you killed him. You killed him.
His delivery of try was S tier. Okay, so
So S, you're giving this an S? Is that what you're saying?
his delivery, Matt's delivery of the word try was S.
You were so scared for a second there.
No, I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Another timeline that took place. I feel so bad for Aaron Taylor Johnson. I want him to win so badly. This movie did not help that cause. And I don't blame him, but at the same time, I feel bad for him. This movie is not something anyone should see. I don't think this movie. I even tried. It took me 2 attempts to watch this movie. I have it in my notes, and it's just this cacophony of me trying to explain. I started on a Sunday and I finished it in a Monday, like 24-hour separation. This movie, it really is an F for all the reasons we've stated, and I wish it weren't so. But it's the pizza bagel of
Movies.
the Spider-Verse movies. Of a lot of movies. A
Yeah.
lot of them.
Yeah.
It can't even use xanthan gum as an ingredient.
Water flavor is
It
what
did
this movie
use
is.
red dye number 5, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
As
some
blood.
carcinogens probably.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Luciano. Try.
So just a little bit harder.
Just a little bit harder now.
So
Try.
It's a mixed thing. So when I went to watch, and I will clarify in a second why I'm making this comparison. When I watched Morbius, I knew I was going in to watch like just a fucking clusterfuck, right? Like a dumpster fire. When I went to watch Madam Web, I was actually somewhat excited at the movie. Like I thought that people were being extra like harsh because it was a movie with female protagonists, and we know how the internet can be. But unfortunately, I was disappointed. But the main thing is both Morbius and Madam Web I knew of. Kraven I had not heard of at all until this movie was floated for us to watch. So I didn't have any expectations of the character itself. There was one expectation I had, though, that he was a fucking hunter, which he wasn't. So I was like very confused, and I was like, why am I this disappointed about a movie that I had no expectations about? Right? Still, I thought actually Taylor Johnson did a good job with what he was given. Honestly, like I didn't his acting didn't suck too much. But
It's
the
fine.
rest of the movie is just it's fine. But the rest of the movie is just a fucking like trash can. And I came in as usually happens. I was like, this is a low E. But then talking about it is no, there's no way this is not an F. This is an F. Like you said, Chris, this is a movie nobody should watch, and that I wish I could go back in time and not watch it myself. And
Can I join you back in time?
yeah, the acting was horrendous. Like I honestly was mad at the end with like Dimitri and Alexei. I was like, what the fuck is that? Let me do this part. I can do it better, and I'm not an actor, right? And so it's an F. It has to be an F. Please don't watch it if you didn't.
Try, man.
Yeah.
Try.
Try.
F.
He did it.
Did I do it right?
Did.
You did.
You did?
This movie, I said it before and I'll say it again. They should have just WB this movie and not released it.
Oh, should have Batgirl this movie?
Yeah, I don't see if there's any reason why this movie needs to come out. I think sometimes it's better to just not. Like, because the thing is, many people watched this movie and then they made edits to try to make it better.
Yep.
And this is better. This is the best they could do.
Yeah. This was a bunch of people looked at it and went, yep, that's the one.
Well, yeah, that's the best we can do. And I think it's sometimes you learn a lot from trying and you don't need to show everybody.
Yeah.
You can just be like, we learned some stuff here today.
Mostly what not to do.
Maybe Kraven, we just can't do it. It's okay. And they did but they released it, and so F a pox on all of your families. That's
There's
it.
a moment there. That is it. There was a moment in this movie when Rhino tries to like set the stage towards the end before the big fight, and then he calls Kraven. Kraven picks up. He's like, Rhino's like, I got your brother, and this is what's gonna happen. And Kraven hangs up on him. I stopped the movie and laughed out as hard as humanly possible. I'm like, this movie knows what's happening. This movie doesn't want to continue.
Nope.
That's the title of this movie.
You know what?
That's what goes on the VHS.
I had the same feeling when Rhino says that they went, like the people were there for Kraven and not for the brother, but they took I was like, this would have been a 20-minute movie if those fucking goons have found Kraven, that he would have killed everybody and the movie would have ended. And maybe, just maybe, that should have happened. If this was a 20-minute movie, it might have been an E.
No, still enough. Speaking of movies that are definitely gonna break our expectations, our next movie, we're all excited for it. We don't do a lot of sci-fi. Section 31. I don't know if that's the actual.
It's Star Trek Section 31.
Is it Star Trek Section 31?
Yeah, Star Trek : Section 31.
Section 31. Yeah, we're gonna watch that bad boy next week and talk about it or whatever. I don't know.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, this should be the tagline of this podcast. Popcorn and plot holes. We're gonna talk about it or whatever.
Try.
Try.
I think we found a new key 2025.
Yeah, a tagline.
Try.
It is I don't want to just say Michelle Yeoh vehicle, but literally do not know anybody else in this movie. So
Pick someone that never stopped you before.
Sven Roy Gork.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
The famous character actor.
Yeah.
Oh,
James Wang.
Omari Hard,
but not the one
you
want
know
it to
who
be.
this is. I know. I know who
The
you
wrong
know.
one.
It's the wrong one. Oh, Do I know him?
Omari Hardwick, you've seen him before in the Zack Snyder zombie Las Vegas movie. He was he survived in the end.
Joke's on you. I didn't watch that horrible shit because Zack Snyder sucks.
Wait, Dawn of the Dead?
No,
not that one.
Is it Army of Thieves?
Oh,
Not that one. The one where they
because Dawn of
try
the
to break
Dead.
into a
Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead also sucked.
Oh, Army of the Dead.
Oh,
Army, I
yeah, I
believe.
didn't watch that.
Yep.
Okay.
the Las Vegas. Okay, and then you have not seen this.
Yeah, because
Okay.
fuck him. Join us next week where we're going to talk about Section 31 and maybe Zack Snyder will come up.
And hey, maybe we'll be 4 people again. Who knows?
I doubt it.
Todd Phillips sucks.
Great.